Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, April 29th. I was not planning to do a video. As you can see, I have no makeup on. I have done videos with no makeup on, but this is certainly not one of those nights. I was just cleaning the house, watching my favorite shows, getting everything ready for the night. Gonna take my shower and go to bed in a little bit here. Definitely this video wasn't planned, but we've been meaning to cut my son's hair for the past 2 days. And the last 2 days have been really busy. We have been doing some deep spring cleaning, changing the rooms around, organizing, all kinds of stuff, like especially our autism stuff, since we had to cancel it because of the pandemic. So it's just been really getting into it. Like I said, I call it the deep spring cleaning, and I just wanted everything to be different, change the rooms around like I like to do, and just organizing everything. And we got that done. So tonight we were free. And I taught my daughter to cut his hair like maybe about 3 years ago, because I think I either was going to have surgery or I was in the hospital for some reason. I was like ill, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it brought up the idea like maybe I should teach her how to cut his hair just in case I can't. God forbid I'm ever in the hospital or having surgery or really sick, like with the flu, or just any kind of bedridden kind of stuff that I have gone through before. Maybe I should prepare her and teach her so that she can take over for me while I'm going through whatever I have to go through. God forbid it doesn't happen again, but life is like that. So I wanted to be safe and sorry and have somebody that he can trust, because he's autistic, and of course the trust factor is really huge. Clippers, noises, all that stuff is not the most comfortable. So he doesn't fear me at all, because he knows, for one, I'm a professional, I'm licensed, so this is what I do. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so he trusted me in that fact. And then I've been doing it for so many years, since he was little, so the trust was there with me, but I wanted him to be comfortable with someone else, and who better than my daughter who lives here, and he could get that trust with her and be comfortable with her. So yeah, and then when I taught her, she learned really well, really fast. She's so talented, so she picks up stuff like that. So I'm so glad that I have an alternative if I should ever need it. This is one of those days, because my arm, as you know, my shoulders have been in a lot of pain because I have bicep tendonitis, and I was going through therapy before this pandemic happened, and I haven't been able to do that. So I just been having to do what I could here to kind of be strong and kind of take the pain away as best as I can. And so tonight wasn't one of those nights that I was strong enough in my shoulders to do it. So she's doing it for me, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. And also I wanted just to show people that, you hear about all these people going crazy because they can't get a haircut, and it's like so beyond me. I know it feels good to get a nice haircut, get your nails done, all that stuff. I know it's a nice feeling. You don't want to pamper yourself and get out of the house, and that's one of the things that you like to splurge on, and it feels good to be pampered. I understand all of that. I understand it from the customer point of view, because like I said, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so I know how to do hair, makeup, and nails, and so I could do it myself, but I always like someone else to do my nails, because I want to do that I want to feel pampered, and I want to feel like that's the one thing I like to splurge on. But if I have to do it, I certainly can do it, because I'm skilled in it, and my hair as well. But so I understand that people miss that, but to risk your life because of a haircut or getting your nails done makes no sense to me. Risk your life, your family's life, others. I mean, we just really have to be compassionate for others and for our own selves and our family. I just don't get it. And now that we have YouTube, there's no excuse. YouTube can teach you everything from cooking to cutting hair to nails. And sure, you're not going to be a professional at it and great at it, but it'll basically teach you to get you through it. Basically, it takes you step by step. There's tons and tons of videos, and I'm going to do a video on that because I revamped my hairstylist kit, so I'm going to be showing that. And then I'm also going to be sending out some recommendations of YouTubers that I think would be great if you need a haircut, if you need your nails done, or any services like that. I'm going to give you some recommendations, some ideas on who to follow and who I think is the best that can teach you on YouTube. So look forward to that. But I want to show you right now my son getting his haircut. So let me turn the camera over. So she's actually almost done. I should have got it from the beginning. So she's using, this is a trimmer, but the clipper that I use, since I'm a licensed cosmetologist, is the Classic 76. They are the most quality clippers, expensive clippers, and they cut very much precise. So if you use to a wall clipper, like this clipper right here, many people are used to this. And I have this for those people that are used to it. And if they feel more comfortable, I will cut their hair with that. But if I want a quality, precise haircut, I definitely use the Classic 76. But it's like almost a language. You have to translate it because a number 2 and this one here, all the clip guards, right here, all the different sizes. A number 2 and this one would be nothing similar in a metal clip guard for the Classic 76. It's completely different. This one, these cut more shorter and more precise. So if somebody says they want to tune this, I'm like, are you sure about that? So I have to translate the difference between this and this. So we use the Classic 76 on him. So all the sides and the back is done with the number 2 on the metal guard. And see, it makes it nice and short, and it'll make it last longer. And it just seems really neat and clean cut looking. And that's all on the sides. On the top, did you use it too as well?
I used it all over. He doesn't
okay,
like.
so she did an all over haircut. We used to do a fade on him. A fade is when you go from one number to another, and usually the top is a little bit longer, and then you just fade it in. So you would cut all the way up to like about here, and then you cut whatever size you're going to cut on top, and then you fade those two together. And so one day, maybe next time, I'll cut his hair and I'll show you the difference between a fade. I'll start off and do a fade on him, and then I'll do an all over clipper cut like she just did. So you can see the difference. And you can do that in one haircut. You just start off with the biggest length, and then you can always change your mind and go lower, go shorter. And that's kind of what we used to do. We kind of used to, okay, let's do the top longer and let's do the bottom. So he did fades. Or we did fades, or I did fades on him for the longest time. And then as he got older, he just decided that just a two all over was so much more nicer and comfortable for him. And it just, see how his hair looks nice and cut and clean and short. And the thing with an all over clipper cut is you don't have to worry about knowing how to fade it or blend it in. We call it fading, but it's blending it in. So it's just one number all over. And this is a number 2, but this is not a number 2 in the wall. Like I said, it's in the Classic 76 metal clipper. And then he has a long braid that we've been growing out since he was little. So we'll keep this probably forever. So you have to be careful when you go around it that you don't cut off the braid. And then she'll go around, like she just did. She went around with the trimmer around his ears, his neckline, all over. And then we usually cut his side burns here. But he keeps his mustache and he keeps the goatee. Do we do this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so she took off the beard part, but he likes to keep the goatee here and the mustache. He likes to keep that, and we, you know, not blend it, but trim it here, and we take off the sideburns. So this is an all over clipper cut. This is not blending, no fading. But next time when I cut his hair, I'll do a video and show you the fade first and then an all over haircut. But now he feels much better, huh? You feel better?
Yeah.
You like it? Now he can take a shower, get all that hair off of him.
How's his hair looking?
Feel cleaner, huh?
How's his hair looking?
It looks good. It looks clean cut and shiny.
Let me see.
Sometimes we go around here. Did you go around here too?
I did, but his hair's uneven like mine, so here, let me see.
So I like to go around all these edges just to give it a clean cut, and so she did that. So just give it a clean cut. But oh my God, he feels so much better. This cut will usually last a month?
A month, and then it starts getting a little bit
Yeah,
irritating.
because it grows so fast and so thick.
It takes 3 months.
Next time,
Okay.
I think I have a picture of him with this haircut before he just got this haircut. I'll show you what his hair kind of looks like before. Next time, before I cut his hair, I'll show you the before and after. But
Here, want me to take out your braid?
yeah, so, and then I'll start off with the fade, like if I was going to do a fade, do one number on the bottom and the sides, one number on the top, blend it together. And then you could follow me and do this at home since we're in the pandemic, or I will have recommendations of other YouTubers that you can follow as well. And then I'll do the one cut all over. So this is a number 2 in the Classic 76 metal clipper all over. And that's it. So now he's gonna take his shower and feel better. And like I said, his haircut lasts like a month, and then it starts to grow really fast, really thick. And so I think he gets a haircut
You'll
on a
see like a
monthly
little
basis.
snippet of what his hair could have been if you left it alone.
Yeah. So see, she takes the braid out so he can
Wash it.
wash the braid. Or usually I wash his hair and his face and his neck to really get that hair off, because he might miss that part. So I usually help him to get going in the shower, and then he finishes off the rest. So this is his braid, unbraided. It's really curly. His hair is super, super duper curly. So we've never really left it down like that. I don't think he likes it. Do you like without the braid, or you like it braided up?
It depends.
Would you like the hair just loose like that?
It probably wouldn't get as tangled as a braid does.
Yeah, so I don't think we've ever let it just down like that. Oh, we might try it because it looks so cute. But we usually braid it just to keep it nice and neat. So I'm going to let him go take a shower and be happy.
When my hair is short, I can't scratch my head too hard with the ganger because I can burn my head.
Pull your hair this way.
So you see my daughter with the hairstylist apron.
Super.
It says Super Color. I've had these aprons since I worked for Super Cuts. We would do a bunch of advanced training, and they would have a colorist come and teach us all the latest hair coloring techniques and the chemistry and all that stuff. So I've had these aprons since 2001. No, 2003, sorry, because I started in 2003 when I worked for them. And so we would get these aprons. They would give us these aprons as stuff. Like that's one of his
Oh,
dogs.
he scratched me.
So that's all his hair on the ground. You can see, like, let me see if you can see what type of hair I'm talking about. See how we call it wiry hair. It's really thick and wiry. We call it like the Puerto Rican texture. But yeah, that's all his hair, and we're gonna clean it up. There's the apron that he had on them, and this is all the stuff. But I'm gonna do a separate video because I revamped my whole hairstylist kit. Got new bags, new organizing stuff for my shears and stuff. So I'll do a separate video on that. So, but people, if you need a haircut, we see back in the day, we didn't have technology and we didn't have things like YouTube videos that can show us how to do stuff at home. I mean, some people don't have a natural neck for it, even if they watch a video. So they might make a mistake, but just keep practicing, keep learning. Maybe even get a mannequin head and then try on a mannequin head and then see what family member, friend would be willing to be your guinea pig and just say, hey, you know, trust me, let me practice on you. And a lot of people be willing to help you out. I know we're in a pandemic, so we really can't have friends and stuff over, but maybe one of your kids or whoever's living with you might be willing to trust you and give you a chance to do a haircut. Hey, they'll get a free haircut if it comes out good. But yeah, you can go to YouTube, and there's so many hairstylists on YouTube that can take you through all kinds of different style haircuts, but especially basic, and it takes you they take you step by step. And I plan to do that too. I'm probably gonna do some videos on doing different haircuts, but I need to find the people. I'm thinking of buying like a mannequin.
Don't use my hair, even though it's like luxurious.
My daughter's like, don't
So
use
much
my hair because her hair is so long and she doesn't mess
No,
around.
this length took like what? I cut it from my hips to my shoulders. It
She
took
has long.
it
Oh,
took
it's
10
up
years.
in
So
a
my
bun
hair's
right
up in
now.
a bun,
Look at that.
but it goes all the way down to like the bottom of my butt.
Jeez. So every blue moon, if she wants a trim, I could do a trim on her, but we only take like a half an inch just to kind
I
of
get
clean
scared.
cut it.
I could tell the difference.
Yeah, me too.
I hate it. I don't. I feel
And when
like
you're a hairstylist, you're more picky because you know exactly what the hairstylist is doing it. And if you tell her half an inch, she takes more, you will feel it. You'll feel in the moment that she's cutting your hair.
I know that my hair is long enough to the point where when I pull it to the sides, it's all the way out here and I'm still grabbing it.
Yeah.
The last time you cut it like that and it fell out of my hand, I'm like, it's too
Yeah,
short.
it's true. It's a true feeling. But
It's sad.
yeah, so I'm thinking someday soon in the future that I'll buy a mannequin and kind of do haircuts on that. I know it's hard because once you cut the hair, you can't keep practicing on that mannequin. So maybe I might get 2 mannequins and just do long haircuts on one and little shorter haircuts on the other, just not cut it so much at a time. I'll figure out how I'm gonna do it if somebody is willing to let me do their hair so that I can do a video for you guys. I'm definitely gonna do that. And then, yeah, so I totally recommend YouTube. They can teach you almost every haircut, and if you follow it step by step, you should be good. And like I said, there is people that just don't have that natural knack for it, but don't give up. If you really want a haircut, just give it a try, give it a chance until we get out of the situation. And hey, you can end up saving some money if you can learn how to cut your kids' hair, your husband's hair. You can save a lot of money. It's just so worth learning. I am so glad that I'm licensed, that I went to school for it, that I'm really good at it. Even before I went to school, I always knew I had a natural knack for it when it came to hair, makeup, and nails. But I just would practice at home on myself. And then once I went to school and got licensed and I was really, really good at it, then I just started doing friends and families and, of course, customers, clients when I worked in the salon. And I've been cutting hair for 20 years. So
I went
yeah.
the other way. I had a knack for makeup and stuff.
Yeah, so
And nails.
she's thinking of getting her makeup artist certification. You don't have to have a license to do makeup, but I recommend you doing a certification class, because when you present that certification certificate in front of a client, that tells something about you, that you really educated yourself and that you have something that says you took courses and
The
you
time and effort
and
to-
you learned and you passed and you know what you're doing, and that just looks so much better. It's kind of like having something on your resume, and you will get more clients and you could even get paid more. But at least in the state of California, they say you don't have to have a license to do makeup, but you must be graduated from beauty college and have a license to do hair and nails in California. For hair and nails, you have to have, it was 1,600 hours. So it took me a year to do, so it's approximately a year more or less to do the 1,600 hours. But yeah, in the state of California, and I think in every state, in order to do hair and nails and massaging and all that, and makeup is a part of the cosmetology education. So that comes in the package of it all. So you do pedicures, manicures, massages, makeup, hair, nails, everything. That's a whole package when you do the cosmetology education. So you kill it all. But if you just want to do makeup by itself, you don't have to have a license. But I highly recommend that you go and take some courses and get a certification, because it says a lot about you that you took the time to educate yourself, that you're good at what you're doing, and you could get more clients and you could get paid more when you have that, to back you up. So that's just my recommendation. But I'm going to find out, because it's been years. I'm going to make sure that everything's still the same. I know you could do nails. If you just want to do nails and you don't want to hair, you could do that program. When I was going to beauty college, it was 400 hours to be a nail tech. But if you wanted the whole cosmetology package, it was 1,600 hours. And it included everything. Like I said, hair, nails, manicures, pedicures, makeup. So, but I'm going to be doing videos. Going through this pandemic really made me, I did a video where I told everyone that I would not work in a salon, and I would stop doing this professionally, as far as out there for strangers, that I would only do my family and friends. I would always do that, and I would always maintain my license. Every 2 years, you'll have your license forever, but every 2 years you have to renew it. So every 2 years, I have to pay $50. I do it online. I get my license, my new license, or my renewed license in a week. So it's all good. But I'll keep it forever because I worked hard
I
for
don't
that.
think I've ever had
So-
somebody cut my hair besides my mom, and the only time I went into a salon is because my mom was there. And I think
Yeah.
you cut my hair real quick and braided it, and then I went home or something. You're like, okay, here you go, boom, boom, boom. I've never had anybody touch my hair. It's like, if it wasn't her, cutting my hair. It was probably me doing it myself. I'm like,
And
I'm gonna do
look.
it myself.
I'm glad that I taught her how to cut like my son's hair. I taught her how to cut my husband's hair, but he's really scary and picky. So he's like, no, thank you. But I'm sure one day he'll be like, okay, whatever.
just
I
gotta
mean, he
get it when
doesn't
he's
even like
relaxed.
have that much hair to like be
I
freaked
think what's
out.
difficult.
But
I think what's
he is.
difficult between his hair and Alexi's hair is that you have to well, you don't have to. You can
Yeah.
shave all of Alexi's hair because it's so thick. Well, Poppy's, you have to wet it and cut it and
Yeah.
angle it and go back and forth and up and down and side to side. Like, oh my god.
I used to do the clippers on him, and then he didn't want it that short, so we just started doing all sheer,
You can't
cutting
do
with
like
the
a
shears.
really like good
Um,
length.
But yeah, his haircut is really fast, really easy. But once I got my license, he never ever went to another salon or anybody else again. And like I said, I was like, she could do it. She knows how to do it. He's like, no, thank you.
I
He's,
tried
like,
it and
freaked
it was just
out.
difficult because I'm like, I don't know
So-
how to do this and like how much hair are you supposed to pay attention to and how far up against the head do you have to have the
Yeah.
hair to? It was just a lot.
So she knows how to do
Uh,
clipper cuts and fades. I think I need to go into more detail as far as, like, I wish I had somebody else that she can cut instead of my son's, because she knows my son's haircut perfectly.
I cut
But
my
maybe
boyfriend's
if I had a
hair.
brother or a cousin or nephew that I could get her to do a complete fade and see if she knows how to blend, because the blending is like the hardest part. You have to know your shit. So I would like her to learn that, because it's just,
Well, see, like
she could do it for her husband in the future, her kids.
like Jacob's hair is the same
Look,
as
did you
his.
take a
just
shot
got-
already? No.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I was doing the video. Okay, so we're gonna go because I'm sweating. It's hot, and I gotta start my son off in the shower. And but yeah, so if there's any pics I have to add, I'll add. Any other videos I have to add to this video, I will add it. But just in case this is it, thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Push that notification bell and then click the word all so you get heads up on every time I upload a video. So I'm going to go take care of my son. Okay, so he took his shower. He's nice and clean. Feel better, huh? So now I'm going to do his braid. And what I usually do is I put a little bit of product. So I've been using this Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine lately, but I also use this one. It's Salon Selective, so either one of these, whatever I have, I'll put on his hair just to give, it's like a leave-in conditioner. So I kind of just put it in his tail. And then I put some on here too, not too much, you know, just so he could go to bed. If we're going somewhere, then I put a little bit more probably. But this is just for him to go to bed. So it's nice, soft, and shiny. Definitely in the braid. And then I have to, the braid gets a little bit tangled. So pretty much from the middle to the end, so I have to untangle it. Then I take the brush, side by side, down, up, down, just to get it nice and neat. And then I braid it. I don't have no nails, so it's been hard lately with no nails. Braid it so it's nice and neat, because if he went to bed with his hair loose like that, it would be spongy like wild by the time he woke up. And so sometimes we could do the braid every other day, depending. If we're going somewhere, I'll redo it before we go somewhere. But if we're just going to be at home chilling and it's not too crazy where there's too many flyaways, I'll let the braid stay in. But he washes his hair at night, so he washes it. So we'll take it out like that night when he does a shower at night. Then we'll take it out and redo it. But for the daytime, we'll just leave it in if it doesn't have too many crazy flyaways. So I try to braid it all the way to the end as much as I can. And then I use these little black rubber bands, which is my last one. I gotta get more. They're really tiny rubber bands. I usually get them at Dollar Tree, but you can also get them at Walmart and probably any other store. It's like a whole package. So I tie it real good at the end. And then usually when I get it, where's the thing? The square thing? Oh. I take one of these that are usually for sauces, and I'll fill this up, and then the rest I'll leave in the bag, but at least I can pull it out there and start opening the bag and get it. But that's his tail. It has a little flyaways. But his hair is soft and shiny from the leave-in conditioner as well as his braid. This is how long his hair is. I always regret thinking I should have left all of his hair long. That was the plan for some reason, because his hair is so thick and so wild as far as that wiry texture. We decided in the summer it'd be too hot, and so then we started cutting it. But then one day I decided, well, at least let me do a tail. If it's too thick and too much for his whole head, at least let's do a tail. And then it became like his signature thing, kind of like a meaningful thing that we just kept. And it grew. One time I cut it by accident. After growing it for like, 7 years, I cut it by accident. I cried so bad. And then I let it grow. Otherwise it'd probably be way longer. But this has been growing since he's been like 7 years old. So yeah. And then every now and then I'll cut it, I'll trim it a little bit at the bottom. And that's it. So turn around so you can see how cute. Okay, that's it. That's how I do his braid after he gets a haircut. Well, I do his braid every night when he takes a shower. And then, but definitely after he gets a haircut, this is what we do. So, and then I'll have some pictures I'll show you before. We didn't take a before picture tonight, but I took a picture a couple days ago. So I'll show you how his hair looked and then the after look, so you can kind of see. That's it. Thanks very much for watching.